Hey friends, it's Andrea from Reselling Freedom. Welcome back to the warehouse. So this video is going to be a few different segments over the next few weeks because the space on the other side, we're taking it over, but there's stuff all over. It's been a process for the last few weeks now, so we have a few things already moved out. So right where I'm standing, there were like 4 large boxes. I just moved those out. So let me give you a little view of everything. So as of right now, there are no lights in here. The only light is right there, and it's just a garage light that we have plugged into the wall. And next Tuesday my electrician's coming back out to put big large lights up there. So for right now, there is just stuff everywhere. There's still couches back here, there's still blinds back here, there's tile all over, there's stuff over there that's not mine, there's stuff in the corner that's not mine. But I feel like this is the first time in weeks I have been able to see the floor. I haven't seen the floor in, God, I don't even know how long. The only last time we did was when we were rearranging stuff, when we had that big shipment of the tile, just so we had somewhere to put it, and half of it's still sitting in the same spot, just because it's too hard and I only do 1 at a time, maybe 2 on the auction, just to slowly get it out the door. So let me give you a different angle. So this is still all the stuff behind me. It's actually really tall in here. I want to say it's like 20 feet high. So we're going to do some more cleaning. A lot of it's garbage, empty boxes. We have a pile started by the door. That way when we do get a dumpster, we just take it right outside. I'll be back. Let's do some rearranging and keep you guys posted. Day 757 of rearranging. And today, there will be lights. I got rid of more stuff yesterday. I rearranged. I have 2 garbage piles over there. But today, we'll have lights. Because thank goodness it is, I don't know, 40 degrees. It's snowing outside and we can't really see over here. So let's get those lights in. I'm going to show you guys what we've moved, what we've changed, what we have rearranged. That shiny spot from the sun was my customer pickup door for the last year and a half. And the 3 customer pickup shelves were that orange rack, the rack right next to me here, and the rack that you guys are standing on. And if things were too big, when I moved them to the customer pickup shelves, I would leave them in customer pickup 111 as a little cheat for us, because if it was too big, I didn't want to move it from like right here to 10 feet down to 10 feet to the door. Well, I don't want to do that anymore because it's just easier if people want to come look around. I don't have to double check anything. The hallway is still here. My table is still here for inventory. My customer pickup shelves here have all been cleared out except for like 2 shelves, which is a double check for me for things that didn't sell and were never moved back into inventory, or things that were sold and just haven't been picked up yet. So I have, I think, 2.5 shelves left to sort through, and a lot of it is just random small stuff. So I usually do it towards the end of the week when my binder is a little thinner from the invoices, so it's easier for me to flip through and I can then email and call people. And if I actually get a hold of people that I call as a reminder to pick up their stuff, they're normally super grateful, or I get voicemail. It's half and half. So let me show you. My lights are in, the beam in the middle is gone, my extension cords are kind of clear, and because it's warmer out, my plastic tarp is gone because there was a big draft between the 2 sides, so that's gone. Actually, I used that to cover up something outside when it was raining, so that worked even better. So let me take you down there, because eventually that is going to be my sole customer pickup door. I have a few people that still come to this side, but it's usually people who are coming right in the afternoon. I have a few people who come like Wednesdays at 4:30. They're usually chatting on the phone. You can tell they're still working. They grab their stuff, wave, and then they walk out. So that doesn't bother me. But eventually, that side. I did get a quote for a double door. We're gonna hold off on the double door for just a little bit, but let me take you down there. Welcome to the new side. So over there, I have new racks put up. So every time we win any kind of shelving unit or rack, we normally keep it. I have a few random pieces in the back that were just partials, extras. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, so they're shoved in the corner. And I have one, the last one we were gonna put up like last week. I have a bunch of them. It's these gladiators. The end piece was completely smashed and you couldn't tell from the box. And it smashed so bad, I can't even use the dead blow to beat it back into shape. So I might put that on the auction and just have it listed. I even threw the box away because I was planning on keeping it, but it's there on the floor. So my door is there. Oh, these lights are fantastic. And it's just 2 of them. They're from Amazon because beforehand, I mean, that's all you had. It was completely dark. So my front door is here. I have 2 racks, one on the wall and one next to it. That's our new customer pickup, and they're all labeled customer pickup 111, 211, 231, and they go on down. And then there's a second row. So technically we can stand in the middle with our carts and pluck stuff off of both shelves. This 3rd row of shelves are things that I know somebody has 27 items over the past 2 weeks and did pick up. So we bundle that all up and stick it on the shelf. And if we have the box, they will put their name on it or put a sticker on it, put it in a little bag. And on the invoices, we'll put like shelf 1 or shelf one on the floor next to it. That way we know like if somebody has a box of stuff and a like tall umbrella, we have it right next to each other. Now, this side, it's a work in progress, guys. You know, I have all my boxes, which I have been using a ton of for all the food. So I've actually kept some and I have some on the top shelf up there. But this side is still full of garbage, random stuff. Couches I need to move out. The stuff in the corner behind the boxes, none of that is mine. So that's gotta go. But it's hard for me to move somebody else's stuff around and it's just hard. So we keep all of our carts down here now. I still have more blinds to throw away. I have, I think, 4 couches left still to get rid of. And down at the end over here, so instead of keeping things in like 111, we're putting everything over here. That way it's easy. But this is all cover our customer pickup stuff. It's so much easier just to roll down this one walkway and we can just grab everything. It is a little dark. I didn't really consider shadows when we put our 2 lights up, but for now it's totally fine. And it's gloomy and overcast today. But everything we have turned this way so we can see everything. And I've actually cheated too, like on some of my invoices for people who just pop in, they have one item. I'll look it up on my phone when I put all my invoices in the binder and I'll write down what SKU it is. So if somebody, Mary Sue, walks in, I was like, oh, here's your item. It's on customer pickup 132. I'll be right back, grab it, here you go. And out in 30 seconds, which is great. So let's go to the other side. This side gives you a little bit better angle of all of our stuff. And I try to lump things together like blinds. I still have blinds from last year. So behind my head here, I move blinds over every week. I have a batch of maybe like 15 or 20 I put in each auction because I'm tired of blinds. People are tired of blinds, but I gotta get rid of the blinds. So we'll move them over slowly in batches so it's not as bad. And we had food. So for a while I had all the food right here and I had shampoo and one section behind, but we had too much. So we had to expand, but doesn't this look fantastic? This looks so much better. Eventually we'll have this wall lined with shelves. We'll have more rows of shelves here, but once I clear all the stuff out, I have a few pallets of tiles still. Those might be saved for a project for us. I have to have my neighbor move his stuff out. I just talked to him the other day. He's supposed to come by and pick everything up and move it over. This will eventually all be shelves. It is so much more organized. We move things so much faster now. I have to worry about like finding space, and our customer pickup shelves were so small and we only had 3 or 4 of them. We had to shove things on them and then pulling things over for customers once they got here. It was tedious and slow because you couldn't see everything. Our door on the other side there were 2 glass doors with a little like vestibule in the middle on a different like weird angle. This is a straight shot to the parking lot, and at the end by the parking lot there's a little curb, and at first I was like, wow, I wonder if we can stand that down so we can have a smooth ramp and just roll everything out. I've decided I love it. I call it my little speed bump because I'll take my carts and I'll roll them out and they'll stop right there. People will park right at the end of the walkway there, load up their car and just drive around. I don't have to worry about the carts rolling into their car because the curb stops it. So compared to how this all looked even 6 months ago, it looks so much better. It took me a lot longer than I had planned to move everything over, get everything organized, and then switch over customer pickup from one side to the other. And then switch everything over from one customer pickup to the other side, relabel all of my shelves, but I didn't want to have 2 sets of the same numbers. That way we could find where everything was. So at first I made the old side customer pickup 111 with a little asterisk, and then old 121 old, and then we could switch everything over. So like I said, there's just a few over there, but this makes everything so much faster. On a good Monday, if we're on a roll and we don't have anybody really slowing us down or nothing comes up, we can have a few select people's invoices ready, pulled over and on the shelves waiting for them, because I have people who come in Monday morning and it's a race to see who gets here first between a few of them, and they all find it funny. So I have all of their stuff over. We can pull over 300 items from that current auction to this side, move unsold back to that side, which other than blinds, it's a handful of things, maybe 20 or 30 depending, and then start putting in new inventory. Our process has sped up drastically. So now that we even have a better flow in the hallway, that should help too. And once that side is clear out, we can just rotate, and I won't have to worry about my hallway being as crowded. I like to put all new inventory that has not been sorted either in that corner or in our old first hallway that's open, which is where we used to keep all of our big stuff. So compared to a year ago, when this was like right where I'm sitting was just piles of old furniture that was in a house fire that was just sitting here collecting dust. I pulled all of it out, covered it in soot, dust, and spiders and cobwebs, swept everything up when no one was looking, stood on either a chair or a rolling toolbox to sweep the cobwebs off the wall as far as I could. I had 2 brooms screwed in together so I can get further up the wall. We're making some progress here, guys. Making progress. So thanks for coming along. Who knows where we'll be from a year from now. Just all of these shelves will be so pretty. I'm thinking when I was here today, we have little SKUs on all of our labels. They're just QR codes. I'm like, what if I make them hot pink and laminate them? Because everything should be pink. I used to have a laminator. I don't anymore. But I can go to like FedEx and they can laminate stuff for me on pink paper. So thanks for coming along. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you next time.